What is going on, everyone? I am coming at you with some more gameplay for One Piece, a brand new matchup for the channel between Blurple Crocodile and Donquixote Doflamingo. I am hyped to be able to showcase this one for the channel. Again, I want to shout out to everyone, give them lots of appreciation for all the views that I've been getting. If you do enjoy seeing all the One Piece content, please like the videos and subscribe to the channel. It helps me get a lot more stuff out. But I appreciate all the support that I've been getting. I believe that the Doflamingo player is going to start first here, tap a Dawn, play the Law. I'll start off with a Law of my own, and then pass back turn, leaving one open. This lets me leave Desert Spada up. Full of breath. But I'll block with my Law here, and then he's going to drop the blocker Doflamingo, reveal top 5, and rearrange them so that he can get free value off of his Doflamingo leader. I will, untap my Dawn, untap 3 Dawn here to play a Miss All Sunday, and then I'll swing at leader with my Crocodile to force a card out of hand. He'll block with Law, and I just wanted to get a body off the board there. And this is where Doflamingo can really accelerate. He's going to swing at my leader for 7k, play a Teach to balance my Miss All Sunday, and then I have to take a life there, as I don't have the ability to counter, unfortunately. And then he's going to swing at me for 5k. I'll block with the X-Drake. I'll go ahead and take another draw. Unload 2 more Dawn, and a Dawn underneath my leader to swing over the Teach, just to make sure that it's harder to counter, make it more awkward. He's going to let that go, which is the right decision. I think blowing 3k counter from your hand, forcing 2 cards out of your hand is pretty rough early game. I'm going to drop a Boa Hancock here. Just thinking about it, but then I changed my mind and I'm like, let's play Miss All Sunday instead, and then we'll also play Baroque Works here, and this is going to let me pick up any Baroque Works card here. Just looking at the cards that have options, nothing that I can really take here, unfortunately, which doesn't really feel great, but I'll pass back turn and leave a Dawn up here, threatening Desert Spada. Miss All Sunday is really great here because I can Desert Spada, and then afterwards, if he swings again, I can block. He's going to go ahead and swing here. I'll block, and he's going to bring my Teach. Sunday dies, and I'll grab the Baroque Works here so I can search again. With the Baroque Works, once I empty my hand out, I can replenish it pretty easily with the leader's effect to when I play that event card, so that's always nice. He's just thinking about what he wants to do here. He'll put 3 Dawn under Doflamingo, so he's going to be swinging at me for, I believe it's 7k here. I have to go ahead and take that life, unfortunately. I don't have anything in my hand that's any good. And moving on to another Dawn turn here. I'm finding this is to be a pretty hard matchup, but I'm gonna go ahead and swing at the Doflamingo for 6. He's gonna go ahead and rest his Trafalgar Law there. I'll play a Mr. Galdino for 2, and then I'll play a Trafalgar Law for 1. I'm resting the Moria here, and then I'll pay 4 to drop a pay 3 to drop his Double Finger. I'll draw off leader effect, and then I'll reveal top 5, and I'll add a card with Baroque Work, which is going to be Miss All Sunday here. And now I have a blocker. I froze one of his attackers, and I'll be able to potentially counter something else. So I'm feeling like I'm in a pretty decent spot right now. I can control the board decently, and I'll have 2 swingers. He'll swing at me with leader. I will block with the Trafalgar Law here. You force him to either throw his Doflamingo at me, or he's gonna go ahead and play Mihawk to bottom deck my Miss Double Finger, which sucks. I like to get her KO'd, but this is just a rough matchup, I think, for that card to be relevant, because everything can bounce her. She's 3 cost. So I will go ahead and rest a Dawn to play a Law here, and I'll rest 2, 3 more Dawn here to play a Miss All Sunday. I wasn't sure I've got 2 blockers on board. And I'm just taking a look and seeing how much Dawn I left up. I'll play a Boa Hancock. I'll place a Dawn underneath her, and then I'll place Dawn underneath. I'll swing without Dawn at leader here, just to put some pressure, force a counter out, or force him to take a life here. He's got 4 cards in hand, no Dawn active. He will counter with a Boa. And I'm like, that's fine. Cards out of your hand, that's nice. I have a bunch of blockers here, and I'll be able to replenish my hand with lots of stuff. He'll pay a Teach to balance my Miss All Sunday, which is fine. I still have 2 blockers on board. He just does have 3 attackers, which is okay. He'll swing Mihawk at me, and I'll block with my Law there. I'd like to be able to keep my Boa alive if I can, but he'll put 1k under his Gecko Moria, swing at me, Just trying to think about what to do here. I should probably be blocking with Boa and protecting, but I end up doing 4k counter, and then he swings Teach at 6k, I believe. I block with Boa, she dies, and I draw. And then he swings, and then I play a Desert Spada there, and look at the top 3, and then I'm thinking they're okay, so I'll put them back on top of my deck. So I'm in a pretty rough spot right now. He's got 2 blockers and 3 rested guys, so he's got 5 bodies on board here. So he's probably looking to have me do some stuff, but I'll play another Galdino to freeze the 1 blocker, and then to freeze Law. I don't want him to, like, I'm okay with the 1 costing on like the 1,000 on board, but I don't want the 4k on board. So I'm just gonna swing at bodies here, force him to either block, and so that way just getting bodies off board. And I'll play Miss All Sunday there and leave 1 Dawn up here, because if I do end up blocking with Miss All Sunday, that way I can still play a Desert Spada or Blast Breath, which I'm not seeing your Blast Breaths or Desert Spada. Kind of sucks. He's gonna drop a Perona here to see top 5, which means he's probably gonna see a Teach on top of his deck, which sucks because I only have the 1 blocker out. And that means that he's going to swing leader at me. And I'll block, but he's going to bounce it with the Teach, so I can't actually block. And so the swing at my leader has not resolved here. We're just talking about how awesome the Teach's effect is. And so like it triggers before you declare your block, which is like, Teach is super duper annoying in this matchup, especially with like a lot of blockers that are 3 cost or less. Which I am running a lot of 3 cost blockers, or less, like 4 Trafalgar Law, 4 Miss All Sunday. They can all be bounced by Teach. And then he swings against Moria and take that as well. And then that is the game. I could not counter any of his swings, unfortunately. Just really out-aggressed me, and he took a lot of my blockers off board with Teach. So I think like 3 blockers he made irrelevant with Teach. So, and then I couldn't replenish my hand with Miss All Sunday and put those counters back to my hand. But thanks again, guys, for tuning in, and if you enjoyed the content, make sure to keep watching. Until next time, Monty out.